Hey YouTube, I missed yesterday's vlog. And I have another excuse, even though it's really not an excuse, and I hate excuses. But I was laid up in the hospital all night. Excuse me. My left side of my body shut down. Okay, saying that out loud now, that's a good enough excuse for skipping a vlog. My left leg went out, my left arm went out, and my left eyeball went black. Like, I could see out of it, and then I kind of waited, and then I went completely blind in my left eye. I'm allergic to egg, and usually when I'm allergic, I have eye problems. So I just assumed that that I got something I was allergic to. Remember, 2 days ago we were in the hospital for an allergy, and I didn't really want to go to the same emergency room again. I was like, these people are going to think I'm just here seeking medicine, even though 2 days ago they never gave me medicine. My arm kind of gives out, and I'm like, okay. I call my mama. I'm freaking out. I'm in tears at this point. I'm like, I'm having a seizure. And I call my mama, and my dad's there on the phone, and they're like, you need to calm down and drive yourself to the doctor. I get about 5 miles away from the office, and I have to pull over to the side of the road. At this point, I can't drive. I can't drive. I felt the pins and needles in my left hand and in my leg, and then they were gone because I had absolutely no feeling in this side of my body. And my face was kind of like so relaxed because it could just like, and I was like, I'm having a seizure. I called my dad. It took me about 5 minutes to call my dad because my fingers weren't working. I was like, Dad, I'm going to have to call an ambulance. And he's like, well, you can't really afford an ambulance right now. So is it coming in spasms? And I was like, yes, sir, it's coming in spasms. And he's like, okay, when the next spasm dies, go a little ways, park, go a little ways that way. Did y'all know it's like $5,000, $6,000 to ride in an ambulance? Our healthcare system is just so freaking messed up. I know the ambulance workers have to get paid. I know gas is not that. That's neither here. Here, I made it to the hospital, and I'm dragged myself through the emergency room doors. My leg's not working because I can't feel it. Security still stops and checks my bag. And I'm like, bro, I can barely walk right now. So I got stopped by security, and they go through my bag. And he's like, do you need a wheelchair? And I was like, no. And I just grabbed him back. I was frustrated at security. I was like, bro, I can't even walk right now, and you're digging through my bag. Like, I get it, security reasons. But when he offered a wheelchair, I was like, I can make it. I've come this far. Went to the desk. They immediately saw me in there. They did a head CT. I was in there for about 3 hours. And then they gave me the migraine cocktail, as they called it. So at this point, the numbness had almost stopped. The pins and needles were in here. And I had this headache that started in this side of my brain. And it was slowly intensifying to the point that I was holding my head like this, screaming. Like, just like that. And I'm pressing my temple as hard as I possibly can. And so they couldn't give me medication before the CT, and then they gave me medication about 20 minutes later. Pain went away, and I fell asleep. They gave me, the cocktail is Benadryl, something that starts with a T or an F, and something that starts with a C. I'm supposed to pick some more up at Walgreens just to combat it if it comes back again. And what it is called an aura headache. And it can start a few hours before the actual headache comes on, or a few days. And my doctor said she actually has them. And what happens is, your body, in preparation for this headache, okay, so you got headaches here, you got migraines here, and you got aura headaches here. I have already had migraines. This was 100, 101, 102 times worse than a regular migraine. What your body does is it shuts down parts of your body, your eyes, your limbs, that type of thing, and takes all of that energy and moves it and uses it to contain the headache in one specific area. And when you have a migraine or when you have a headache, it can damage your brain. And so what all your brain is doing is taking all of that energy, and it's using it as a barrier to keep that aura headache from spreading from that spot and staying in that one area. Thankfully, it was not a seizure. It could have been so much worse. Thankfully, it can be treated-ish. If you feel your body starting to go numb in the future, that's when you take medication. I am a little bit scared. I don't want it to happen again, but now that I've had one, you can have more. You can have them once a year, twice a year, once a week. I can't even think about that. It's so strong it debilitates you. I've had migraines where it just affects my eyes and I can't see. This made it to where like regular hospital light was blinding. My eye that was working was screaming at me. I now have an eye doctor's appointment because this one still has black dots in it. She said it could still be blind for a few days just because your body doesn't have the energy to turn it back on all the way. That's scary. Some people have gone completely blind and it hasn't come back. That scares me even more. That is my excuse for not putting out a vlog yesterday, and hopefully I do not do another one like that. As soon as I feel tingling anywhere, I'm gobbling that medicine down. And thank y'all so much for watching. And hopefully we can get a hold of this and get on top of it, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. But today, I do have a vlog that I now need to go and edit. Thank you so much for watching.